All right, welcome to this special edition of Chris Cooks, Tendonitis edition. What the heck is going on with that? We're gonna make it work anyway though, because people gotta eat. So ain't nobody got time for pain. Fight through it. Ouch, that actually did hurt. Today, we are going to make my spin on borscht. First of all, the name of it doesn't sound appealing, but even when you learn what it is, it also still doesn't really sound appealing because it's a beet soup. So we're going to get started. The way that I do it, I use beef short ribs as part of my base to flavor the soup, and it turns out so good. This is a meal that feels very, very fancy, and it's born out of kind of a Ukrainian peasant dish. So let's get going on this. So I've preheated the oven to 325. What we're gonna do is these short ribs, I'm going to sear these off. We're gonna add 2 of these into the pan, and then we're going to cover it, put it in the oven for 4 hours. Don't skip on that. That's where the flavor comes from. That's in the oven, and it's a 4-hour total cook time for the short ribs. We are putting them in for 3 hours. At the 1-hour mark, we'll chop up a bunch of vegetables, add those in, and then back in the oven for 1 more hour. So 3 hours. So these short ribs, they have cooked for 3 hours, and they are very tender. I mean, they're just in great shape right now. So I'm gonna remove them here, and you can see that the liquid in the pot has actually reduced quite a bit. So we'll remove the short ribs for now. Ooh, that one came right off the bone. And add some things, and then add a little bit more liquid in it before we get it back in the oven for another, I mean, these are tender enough that I think 45 minutes will probably do us. 30 to 45 minutes should be just right. I removed and discarded the thyme and oregano, and now I've got all of my vegetables pre-chopped up. Nobody needs to watch me try and hack through all these vegetables with this thing going on. So I have 1 apple. This is 2 really pretty good sized beets. 3 medium or small ones would work well also. 1/4 of a head of cabbage, like a medium sized head of cabbage. 1 parsnip and 2 carrots. I did just yellow carrots. Any type of carrot, any color is fine. So all of this is going in here. We'll put the beef ribs back on top, add some water, back in the oven. Now you can see on the sides here, this is actually kind of an important part of mine. On the sides of the pan, you have a lot of this fond, really, that has cooked off of the beef as it's been in there, and it's just kind of been steaming and splattering a little bit. It gets all over the sides. You want that to come back into your pot here, and so I'm going to just kind of get it wet. And you can see over on this side, like as it starts coming off, try and get that back in, because that is so much flavor right there. All right, this is done. All cooked. Yeah, looks great. Last thing that I'm gonna add in here, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. This is optional, but encouraged. Just makes it a little, just slightly sour, but it's perfect for this application. We just want to give the broth a taste. Really tasty, needs a little bit of salt. So we'll add, we'll say, probably 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon more of salt. Give that a little bit of a stir and taste it again. Fresh spoon, don't be getting your spittle in there. Nailed it. Okay, we are gonna dish this up. So give it a try even if you're not a beet lover. I really think that you will like this soup.